PTR. Of course, your drama queen. I'm in the studio. I have the one and only Julito, a.k.a. J. Brice.
J. Brice, yes,
All
yes.
right.
Thank you so much for having me.
No doubt. He's in the hot seat. Not officially hot as yet.
Okay.
Just warming up now.
We're going to start off cool?
We're going to start off pretty cool. I mean, you know, it depends if you want to warm it up. I don't know.
I'm ready for whatever. Like, I've been told that you are the true Miss Drama, so I've been prepared, so let's go.
Yeah,
okay.
We just heard the song Hollywood.
Yeah.
Which, you know, obviously has that whole feel like,
Yeah.
you know, you live in the high life, you live in a good life.
I basically did that record just to, you know, show them that that's not my type of music, you know. I just want to tell people that's what's hot right now in the industry, so I had to show them, okay, I could cross over and make music for little kids, older people, you know, things like that, but that's, you know,
so, I mean, you know, I have to find out, though, because, I mean, you talking about, it sounds like a little bit like Maybach music, you know what I'm saying? Like, not the song, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you live in a good life, you know, you in the Maybach, you make a reference to that. You know, you obviously have things going on that seem to be popping. So, I mean, are you living this life right now? You got the shades in the club, you jumping on couches, what's really going on with you right now?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I've been in this game for 4 years now, you know, on the acting tip, so I'm blessed to be able to speak about it and it be true, you know. So
okay, so
I just want to show that I made this song so people know it's cool to be Hollywood sometimes because you work for it, you know. In my case, I grind for a lot of years, you know, so it's like I'm feeling Hollywood, not necessarily cocky, but switching it up to just being able to. It's to me, it's sort of like when Kanye did Good Life. Okay. You know, so it's sort of
you
like
have
that.
your moment. Oh, okay, yeah. So we're talking about this, and who produced this? Because
it's some cats out in Atlanta named Olympics.
Okay, now did they produce a coffee shop? Trash, because it sounds a lot like coffee shop.
Everybody's gonna say that, of course. You know, it's just the bass and the 808s, and it makes it sound like coffee shop. No, they did a lot of joints for, you know, Players Circle, Dipset. They did some with Miami for Jim Jones.
So how you link up with them? I mean, that's official produced. Yeah,
they're dope. They reached out to me actually. They were working with some people I know, and they loved my work. They heard a couple of my joints, so we just been working ever since. They got a lot of joints on, you know, my project.
Okay, so that's what's up. Now, let's get to you, because we're talking about the music, we're talking about you as the conglomerate, but, you know, most people know you from The Wire. Yes. You know, that's where they're familiar with you from. You played Naaman on the show.
Yeah, Naaman Brice.
Right, and basically just give everybody kind of a summary on who your character was. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
You know, you were a young kid who grew up in a drug family.
Yeah.
And you were sort of forced into that life.
Yeah.
And basically, you were given a way out. That's kind of how it ended. And, you know, basically, talk a little bit about the experience. Not just being in the you know, the whole fantasy of it, but being experienced work as an actor, kind of how that came about and just how that experience was for you. I mean, it obviously opened up a lot of doors.
Yeah,
you know?
most definitely. Like, you know, getting the role on The Wire is one of the, one of the best, you know, things that could have happened in my life, you know, because it's crazy. Before I got the role, The Wire was actually one of my favorite shows. And, you know, me and my mom used to always talk and say, oh, man, I wish they came with kids. And, you know, it just so happened a couple months after we said that, they did. So, you know, I went through the same audition processes, going up against thousands and thousands of kids, and, you know, they picked me. So I always thank God, you know, for the opportunity, because that is, to me, you know, and to, you know, a lot of fans, they come up to me and they say that's one of the realest shows in TV history. So I love the fact that I was able to be a part of it, you know. So, and it was one of the, you know, best experience, not to be cliche and say, oh my God, it was this. It was just working with the people we worked with, working with the producers and, you know, just the directors. We got to work with so many different directors, so many great directors. You know, it was just a blessing. You know, I had so much fun.
Right, and plus you got paid. Can't.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
we didn't get paid what we were supposed to, but we got paid.
What do you mean you didn't get paid what you were supposed to?
Like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and talk the digits. Nah, not at all. No, it's not The Wire. It's just HBO. You know, they didn't bring us out like how I felt we should have. You know, we were I felt we were one of the best.
We got minimum wage or something? What's going on?
Nah, it was good. We got good money, but it's just.
Did they feed you? It's
not no Soprano money. That's all I'm saying.
So compared to what apparently the Sopranos were making.
Yeah.
Did you know how much the Sopranos were making?
Nah, it's not even about the money. I'm just saying what, basically, not money-wise, but just in a whole nother light. Like, we got one nomination. I know that has nothing to do with HBO, and I really don't care about the accolades, but it's just we didn't get looked at
Let's
how
be
we were
real.
supposed to.
Damn, give me some accolades.
I mean, we got. It's crazy. We got one nomination, and that was for writing, and out of our whole 5-year season.
Right. He felt like we should have got, because a lot of people felt it. I mean, whether it was the acting, it was.
To me, I say The Wire is one of the realest reality shows. It's not a reality show, but it's the realest thing to a reality show. Okay. You know, you look at all these shows on VH1, MTV.
Which
not talking down on them.
Scripted.
Yeah, basically scripted, and basically is everything is you do this, you do this. I mean, it's entertaining, but The Wire is one of the most realest reality shows.
I mean, I can understand that. I mean, you know, with all the recognition and people really feeling it and identifying with it even.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing that it didn't get more acknowledgement throughout that period. I can understand that. Cool, so apparently the Wire money's still coming in.
I see some good residuals.
You see some good residuals. Yeah. That's good. But besides those checks coming in, you know, every now and then, you know, is there like a day gig for you? Do you have something that you do consistently? I mean, because you said you kind of just hold it off into the school until like the music thing or whatever is going on. You say you busy, but what you work?
Nah, I'm working in the studio nonstop.
You work at a studio or in the studio?
No, I'm working in the studio with my craft.
I got let's keep it real because you know a lot of people that I see them at Target like, yo, I just interviewed you.
Nah, I'm not. I'm definitely
checking me out at Target.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in need of that. You know.
You not in need of it?
No, I'm not in need of it.
So you good with money then? So you really popping bottles. That's what's up. What's going on?
I mean, it's not about that.
Why'd you bring the liquor to the interview?
I'm just blessed.
Talking about the music because there is a lot of music that you're making. You obviously in the studio, you're doing a lot of stuff. So kind of how, I guess, what is the priority? Because we're hearing the music. We know Jay Brice is getting his name out there and moving forward with that. But if an acting situation comes up, because you've been in some like Law and Order and a few other things,
shooting Law and Order,
right? And I mean, when the acting situation, because we know that's a little bit of money right there. Does the music kind of go on the back burner, or is it the music over acting?
It's not as hard, you know. I mean, it's not as hard as you would think because acting is totally different from music. So I could go on a set and shoot from 8 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock in the day, and then we work all night in the studio. I never sleep. I haven't slept in about 10 years.
I kind of want to find out your thoughts on this because, you know, this industry is grimy.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? There's hip-hop is in whatever state. But how do you feel about, you know, the state of hip-hop and sort of why you feel somebody knowing how this industry is and knowing where hip-hop is, quote-unquote, you can kind of expand more on that.
Okay.
Why somebody would necessarily feel Jay Brice, you know, right now? Like, why is Jay Brice needed in hip-hop right now?
I mean, because I'm coming through with a whole different, you know, not different style, but just creative. Everything I speak about is not from someone looking in. It's me me telling my life story. So when I have a song called In the Club, I've been in clubs since I was 14 years old.
Who let you in?
Hey man, shout out.
They didn't do their job.
Shout out to the club in New York City, man. But you know, so it's me speaking on, you know, my life. There's a lot of pretenders, you know, in the game, and shout out to everybody. I love everybody, what everybody's doing with the game, but there are a lot of pretenders, and we're gonna be honest about it.
So who's pretending right now?
I mean, there's just a lot of pretenders, man.
Like who? I mean, you obviously know them. You've been hanging out with these pretenders.
I mean, shout out to everybody, man. I ain't about the beef. I'm about
I ain't about the beef either. But hey, you know, let's keep it 100. What do you have them around your circle, or these people you have to purge?
No. I don't keep the pretenders. Everybody around me is real.
Okay,
I don't keep no pretenders.
That's really good because you might find out later.
I could scope somebody out in 5 minutes.
That's good.
Real or not, but it's just that's what Jay Brice is going to bring, the creative spark to the game. I mean, even though he's starting to build, and you know, me coming from New York City, I'm like one of the youngest cats in New York right now that has a chance to help in New York with our not necessarily come back, but you know, with the movement right now, because there's a great New York movement going on right now, and you know, I want to be a part of it. So I'm just bringing the